reacting to. Game shows, I'm not winning. Now, off the top of my head, for sure, I'm not winning. Fear Factor, because there's a lot of things. I have a lot of icks. And they just don't, yeah, nah, I'm not doing that. Um, Naked and Afraid and Survivalist. Other than that, I think I'm pretty much good, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Pretty fit, pretty nifty myself. But no, let's see what he's talking about.
Johnny,
Yeah.
sorry to tell you that you have to return to your life of debt.
Yeah.
One eternal.
That's fucked up. You lose a game show, and the host talking about, I'm sorry to tell you, you lost, so you have to return to your life of debt with no earnings. So you basically wasted your time. I'm crashing out, bro.
Later.
You know, in my younger days, I used to be something close to a rebel. You know what I'm saying? I used to piss everyone off. My parents, my siblings, my teachers. Which I have no remorse for. You men deserved it. But just as any other person had some sort of phase when they were a kid, my behavior at the time stemmed from two different things. Number one being that I used to watch a hella bunch of media showing off cocky main characters who were just too cool to follow rules. And the second one being people used to jump in game shows and risk their lives for some money. I loved it, man. Game shows are like a pristine one.
Yeah, my guy from the UK, Waves. Yes, sir.
Experience. I mean, if you think about it, it's the ultimate career choice. In a world where we have to sacrifice precious, countless hours of our time for money. And you mean to tell me that there's a company out there that are willing to pay me £1 million, and all I have to do is risk my life by staying on this stranded island with no food, no water, and a bunch of genetically mutated dinosaurs for 7 days.
For 7 days, no food, no water. I get $1 million. I could do that. I ain't gonna lie. Just $1 million and just the type of mentality I have. I can do that. Me personally, I could do that.
I might die on
Eating
the
gonna be the problem, but I'm gonna figure out how to eat some. I could do that, bro.
flip side. I could become a millionaire. Come on, I'm gonna take that risk. I'm finna live that high life, man. I used to love coming home and watching these type of TV shows growing up. It was sick. It showed me what was possible with enough human determination. Whether people ended up winning the whole entire thing, or they just got edited into a giant film compilation that plays back 3 times. It was a plus either way.
I don't see how they was losing Wipeout. I feel like I will Wipeout. Like I will watch that show like with ease. There's nothing but timing and precision. That's all it is. Timing. You got to be somewhat athletic, and yeah, it's not hard. I wish I got on that show. I remember being younger, watching that show, and it's like, bro, y'all really getting knocked out by these boys. Pause.
Oh, and being somebody who grew up on a bunch of these type of shows, laughed at them hella times, been excited about them, cried about them, and overall just had a fun experience viewing them, I can comfortably say, I would never win this shit, bro. It's not happening. It's done. Kablam, finish. I'm losing most of the time and never touching that sweet, sweet prize money. I finna stay broke. And that's what I'm here to discuss today, man. My beautiful viewers, I wanted to go over some of my personal favorite game shows I watched coming up, ranging from the most dangerous shit you've ever seen to just a bunch of rap battles that go crazy, and give my honest answer of how I'm fumbling every single time. Of course, with some exceptions. So without further yapping, let's get into it, man.
Nigga, Wipeout, nigga, I'm surviving that with ease, bro. I can do Wipeout. I wish I could have got on this show when I was younger, bro. I wish I was old enough at that time when this show was popping. I wish I was old enough, bro.
If you're unfamiliar and don't remember about this GOATed TV show, you must have had no childhood. What the hell? How could you miss this? It was peak TV back in the day. You missed out, man, I swear. But forget that. Total Wipeout was one of the funniest 2010 reality TV shows to ever exist. I mean, seriously, there's no better fail compilation in any other place than what goes on in here. It's hilarious. Now, to explain how Wipeout works,
Wipeout is basically Fall Guys in real life. Y'all ever play Fall Guys? I'm sure if y'all watching this video, y'all had to play Fall Guys at least one time in your life.
It's a competitive game show where a bunch of random people from different professional backgrounds go against one another in different, challenging, crazy obstacle courses. And the aim between all the contestants is to go through these courses and complete them in the shortest time possible, without falling in the water too many times. Summed up short, think of it as American Ninja Warrior, but for regular people. It looked way easier.
Listen, with American Ninja Warrior, I could probably get through like half of that, but I'm not gonna win. I know I'm not gonna win that. That's just purely for people that's like consistent with calisthenics and that's in peak conditioning. Cause you gotta have a lot of muscle endurance to get on that show.
Game always start with the same first course, the qualifying round, and ending with the most difficult, brutal, biggest piece of bullshit that'll be hard for any normal person to deal with. the wipeout zone. And look at this course, man. There's fire shooting here. What is this? In each of the games, the people who take the longest to complete each course get eliminated. And whoever does it the quickest gets to be safe and eventually move onto the wipeout zone. And if they complete it in the shortest time possible compared to the other finalists, they win the whole of wipeout and get crowned the wipeout.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Mr. Beast, hey man, you might as well make a YouTube video catering to Wipeout, you know what I'm saying? Invite your boy. Since I came up with the idea, you just got the money for the idea. Nigga, invite me, I'ma win. Trust.
Champion, getting a whole big ass trophy and a prize fund of £10,000. Which is some bullshit. Because after doing some research and digging, I found out the US version of the game is that they'll be paying you $50K if you win the game. Why is the UK one so cheap? In fairness though,
I'm like $10,000 or 10,000 pounds. I'm assuming that's dollars. But bro, all that for 10K? Damn, I could just, yeah.
Answer that. It's just because the US version of Wipeout just want to publicly embarrass you on TV, man. I swear to God. They want to violate you. Like, I'm going to roll the tapes and show you, man, some bullshit. That just lets you know that they rigged it from the start, man.
Can cruise through the smack wall. Come on,
dude! Not on, bro. He wasn't. It's not that funny, but it's like, bro, I understand why people would fail this now.
From the start, man.
Can cruise through the smack wall.
Bro, who would think that one of these fucking towels just gonna come off, like, just hit you in your shit if you ain't seen somebody else do it before you? Come on, dude! That's so fucked up, bro.
Are we serious?
I gotta start limiting my cussing, bro. So my videos can get out there. So when I start cussing, just be like, those, hey, chill out. You know what I'm saying?
Are we serious right now, fam? And bear in mind, it wasn't just this guy who got his ass knocked into the water. Every other contestant also got boomed. Not to mention, the wall flies open another 2 times going forward. 2 times! So as much as you're dodging the red beams at the bottom, you have to be careful of the smack wall too. What do you expect me to do here? Ninja or Koro or somersault flip? Like, no! It's a scam! I'm a regular guy! No wonder it's 50K in prize money. You need to be compensated for their medical bills real quick. It's crazy. Wipeout is a pretty simple game to understand. But remember, folks, if I personally was to be in Wipeout, I would hella underestimate the courses, I'll be honest. They look hella underwhelming. It doesn't seem that difficult in the beginning. And plus, I can comfortably say I'm an athletic man. So I would definitely pass the qualifying rounds with flying colors. I mean, everyone does. However, I'm gonna be honest here, there's 2 parts of this round that would definitely mess me over. The first one being the punch wall, and it's literally what it sounds like, where you have to go across the wall, shimmying through like this is Uncharted, while you get banged in the face by a bunch of boxing gloves. It's peak. And look, I ain't know what I'm thinking about this right now. What if I get punched in the willy, man? I'm falling at that.
Just thinking that, bro. It's like, I can take a punch to the face, but a punch to the yeah, nah, say goodbye, bro.
Expect me to hang on after getting sucker punched in the crotch? Are you sick? All my fellow guys know the feeling of when you get hit down low and it somehow comes to your stomach and you're just there in pain.
Bro, man, that has to be top tier worst pain ever as a man. Like, why is it so painful? Like, where does the feeling come from? Like, cause let's say our balls were to get like removed. If we still got kicked down there, would it still? Let's say a man ain't got no balls for whatever reason. If he get kicked right there with no balls in his sack, will it still hurt? Or is the balls the reason why it hurt when we get kicked down there? You get what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah, if this happened, I would fall with grace. Best believe it. And the second messed over part of this course is one that I have mixed feelings about, but I still somewhat think I can do it. And that is the big red balls. Pause on that real quick.
I can do that, bro. It's not hard. You just jump in the middle of all of the balls. Pause.
To jump onto each ball to make it over that part of the course. And trust me here, half the approaches you have in your mind right now, most of the time, they don't work, bro. Trust me. If you want to sprint across it like the Flash, boom, you're gonna fall in the water. If you just try to do big jumps between them, boom, you're gonna fall in the water. Even if you take your time and go slow and steady, just being patient with every jump, you're still gonna fall in the water, man. This part of the course is mad. I could only complain on Roblox. The only times I've seen people ever pass this was when they just started hugging the balls like Chelsea did Napa. You gotta have mad grip strength and luck to get over this part of the course. But in most cases, you're failing, man. But it doesn't matter because everyone passes the qualifying round. But when we get to the next 3, Yeah, this is when it gets a little bit techie. For the next 2 games, they usually mix it up and have a bunch of different variations of what is basically the same thing. For the second round, it's normally a challenge in where you need to be the last person standing, or you need to get to a checkpoint in the middle of this type of arena. So for the sake of the video, so I don't spend too much time talking about it, I'm only gonna mention a couple of them. There's Crash Mountain, where you need to get to the middle of this stage by jumping on the moving platform while avoiding the beam trying to knock you out. And I'm getting chopped here, man, it's over. There's the Sweeper, where you need to be the last person standing.
I would just crawl, like not crawl, but I would just hug the beam and like crawl the whole way. What are we talking about?
This thing comes out 100 miles per hour to come knock you on your ass. I think in this one I definitely go far, but I'm getting thumped eventually, bro. It's inevitable.
Dog,
and then
Fall Guys literally stole this game show bar for bar, word for word. This is crazy.
there's the double cross, where it's a bunch of beams stacked onto one another with the smallest platforms ever made that you have to jump onto, and you have to make it to the other side. Look at this one, bro. I swear to God, if anyone says that they can do this in one go, you're bullshitting, man. I'm dropping in the first attempt. I swear.
If we get multiple tries, I'm for sure passing that.
No. Then for the third round, you got courses like the Terror Go round, where you get caught in this loop of things getting thrown at you while the beams and the moving platform you're on picks up pace, intended to knock your ass over. You got Dizzy Dummies, where you get spun at crazy high speeds, and you have to complete an obstacle course like you're some drunk guy after a night out. And then you got the Dreadmill, where you have to run on this treadmill with guys throwing tennis balls on there, so you drop into this pit at the end, which I'm definitely completing. This shit is way too easy. We getting that pass, man. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the final and most entertaining course of all of Wipeout, the Wipeout Zone. And could I do it? Could I complete this difficult course? Could I win as a finalist and be crowned Wipeout champion, get a big ass trophy, and win?
I know for a fact I can win this, bro. It's not even no question.
£10,000, getting my bread up, save the family, and just overall better my life, knowing I won a game show? Well, hell no, man, we failing it. I mean, look, the Wipeout Zone is a time challenge like the qualifying event, in where if you just have the fastest time, you win. But how I'm saying I wouldn't win the entirety of the event is solely because I wouldn't make it past the second round. I mean, you saw double cross, right? Bro, I ain't completing that. It's not happening, it's rigged, it's stupid. And
what you mean, bro? It's about timing and athleticism. I said athleticism. Timing and athleticism. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. You have to be athletic and you have to have good timing. If you have both of those, you should have no problem doing this with ease.
Easy as Wipeout may have looked to most of us growing up, as I started to actually look at some of these stages, even guys who were athletes still fell into the water plenty of times and lost. It isn't as easy as it looks. But comparing it to other physical game shows like Ninja Warrior and any other show done in Japan,
Ninja Warrior, fuck no. Nah, fuck no. I might get past like the qualifying round, but as far as winning, no, bro. Them niggas have, like, bro, they have to be a different level of strong to be on American Ninja Warrior. I feel like if you can't do 30 plus pull-ups at one time or 100 plus push-ups at one time, then you have no business being on American Ninja Warrior. What?
Look horrifying. Wipeout is probably the easiest one, I'll be honest. I'll take my loss at round 2. At least I say I can get past the qualifying round. That's enough for me. Wild 'N Out to me is like one of the funniest comedy shows I've ever watched in my life.
I don't understand how you win Wild 'N Out. I think it's like favoritism. I'll just be sitting behind my peoples. I don't think I'm really funny like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get the flame of the nigga, but this is like improv on top of comedy. So you have to be you have to be a comedian, and you have to be good at improv. At the same time, you got to be thinking on your toes. I'm not really that good with thinking on my toes when it comes to, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, I'm not surprised.
It's just mad entertaining. I remember somebody from school put me onto it when I was like 13, 14. And ever since then, most of my teenage years, I spent binge watching clips and highlights from this show. I swear down,
I used to love Wild 'N Out, bro. What happened to Wild 'N Out? Do they still make shows to this day?
Addicted. It was hilarious. From the rap battles to the improv parts to the dissing, then bringing the audience in and straight up dissing the audience too. It was class. I couldn't tell you how many times in class I used to go bum, 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 bum in the classroom. Hey, Hey, what we doing in the classroom? Like, my favorite out of the whole cast got to be my dog, DC Young Fly. This guy is hilarious and unfiltered as hell. Like, if you ever wanted to go ahead on YouTube and watch a DC Young Fly come from Wild 'N Out, it's gonna have you crying, man. I'm telling you. But I'm getting off topic here. Even though Wild 'N Out isn't a traditional game show like Wipeout, it's still got a competitive aspect to it, with there being two teams, the Black Squad and the Red Squad. And they basically just go at each other through various different games, and whoever performs better gets points, ultimately leading to one of those two teams winning. But listen, I didn't bring up Wild 'N Out to make it look like I wouldn't go crazy in that. Brother, I'm a lyrical mastermind. Best believe I'm in the studio 24 hours a day, every day with my young bull Jermaine, spitting bars 24/8. You don't believe me? You wanna hear some shit real quick? I'ma show you, man, right now. Okay, 3, 2, 1. If you ever see me fighting the forest with a grizzly bear, help the bear. No, see, I put Wild 'N Out in here solely because I think this shit could never exist outside America, man, especially in the UK. Like, hear me out. See, in Wild 'N Out, there's no
room. Saying y'all not funny in the UK, or y'all can't rap, or y'all can't. Y'all, it's one of the two. I didn't say it, he said it, bro. Blame him. You know, he made the video. I didn't say that.
No filter, nothing. If you were to look at it from an objective standpoint, they all get somewhat personal with one another. Like, everyone dissing the fact that Nick Cannon got a bunch of baby moms, Justina having no bum, Chico and
They always dissing Nick Cannon for getting left by Mariah Carey.
Being bold, like, they basically come at you for anything you have. They couldn't care less if it hurt you or not. And I'm not saying anything against it, because at the end of the day, those same jokes are what makes Wild 'N Out funny, and nobody gets offended by it in there. Except her, but we don't talk about that. Now try and take this.
Ain't her name like Erica Banks or something like that? Y'all know. That was hilarious. Who made her cry? Was that DC Young Fly that made her cry? I think so.
Exact format and implement it into England. You know what that gets you? Dead. Okay, I'm exaggerating, but something close to that, man. I'm not trying to badmouth the UK any more than I have already, but I low-key started thinking about it. That I can't see someone else from where I'm from actually go Wild 'N Out and not crash out. It's impossible. I can't imagine these men trying to get a UK rapper to come up.
You saying they more brutal, or they more gangster in the UK than they are in the USA, in the US of A. That's what I just got from that. Y'all can't even have guns in the UK. Y'all gotta have shanks and knives and shit. You feel me? So, hey, to each his own, though.
Start dropping bars and doing things like Wild Style, then get to roasting and just not be tempted to start cussing crazy. It's impossible. I don't see it calmly happening. Like, take a second to think about it. Why is Wild 'N Out only in the States? That shit is too popular to not be a worldwide thing. The only time I see Nick Cannon ever come to the UK for anything related to Wild 'N Out was to get more Wild 'N Out girls. He probably thought the UK was dead, man.
Nigga recruiting the haze. You recruiting?
And rightfully so, it's ass. Take your average UK rapper and dash him into here. It's not working out, man, I promise.
Nah, he gonna get flamed like crazy. He gonna get mad that he getting flamed and laughed at. Yeah, you right. He gonna crash out because he's not gonna be funny, and he's not gonna be on key or in touch with the culture of the United States. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
As I said earlier, I finna go crazy if I was in this joint, man. I'ma roast people like Madden Goddamn, talk about Wild Out Roof, go stupid in Wild Sauce and in the classroom, and I'd just be a whole vibe. And if I ever went head to head with Tariq on this shit, because he was on the show one time, I swear to God, I'm finna kill this little guy, bro. Put me in a rap battle, I swear I'm cooking him. I just hate this guy, bro. I hate him. I just can't stand him. And Wild 'N Out, that's an easy W, man. We winning this. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time I mention the final game show I wanted to talk about today. One of the most influential, beloved, loving pieces of media to ever exist. One of the greatest cartoons to ever grace Cartoon Network. The one, the only, I wanna be famous.
Oh, yeah.
Just cut this.
Fuck no. It's too much bullshit going on in Total Drama Island. Of course, it's a cartoon, but it's like a lot of that shit should kill a nigga. Oh, stop cussing, bro. I didn't cuss, y'all. I didn't cuss. A lot of that stuff should kill a normal human being. So do I even really have to go over Total Drama Island? Because I'm for sure not surviving that. Man, it's crazy.
Straight away, living on this island would just be hell, man. The whole thing is a setup. You're not winning. As soon as you get your fouls on a boat to the island, you're screwed. Because how is it that after meeting the rest of the islanders and establishing your teams, you would think that the most you would do on your first day is some team building? You know, get to know your peers, get used to the camp, and just, you know, have a relaxing first day. Then come to your first challenge, and you have to go through jumping off a cliff. I swear to God, if I was in that position, I'm signing out. I'm going home. Quick. quick thing. What do you mean you want me to yeet myself off this gigantic mountain? You think I'm Kratos or something? Who do you think I am? I'm just a human. And then if you luckily even make it to the safe zone, the rest of the challenges after this are some bullshit. You got one where you have to stay awake the longest, stay the night in a forest full of bears who could jump you, face your worst fears, get hunted by the opposite team, military training, eating chefs.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't even think we have to like go over Total Drama Island, bro. I just feel like it's humanly impossible to survive. What is Patrick doing? It is humanly impossible to survive Total Drama Island. And it's supposed to be that way. It's a cartoon. But it's too much brutal stuff that goes on in that show. It's very entertaining. I used to have when I was younger, I had a crush on this girl right here. I don't know, where'd she go? Her right here. Where'd she go, cuz?
Heather. As much as you could make some valuable alliances in here and have long friendships, you have people here like Heather who will do anything to sabotage anyone. I'm pretty sure she got like 5 people eliminated.
Her. Nigga, I used to have a mad crush on this girl right here when I was younger. That was crazy. Like, she's just so, I don't know. There's something about her that just gave sexy to my young adolescent mind. But let me know if I'm tripping. But no, I said what I said. Y'all heard what I said. So, in case you niggas in the next one. Yes, sir.